Hi guys, Ian from Masterpieces here, and I'm a eBay reseller. Now before we get started, it's the 1st of March today, which is St David's Day. For those that don't know, in Wales, St David is our patron saint, so we celebrate it every year. We've just had our Welsh cakes with our cups of tea, daffodils are growing on the windowsill. It's England Wales in the rugby in the Six Nations this weekend as well, so hopefully we'll get the result there and everyone will be laughing. I haven't released a video for a week. I have been on holiday with the family. We went to West Wales. There's been a lot of storms in the UK this week, but luckily we avoided the weather. And we had a lovely time. But I've still been really busy. I've got the reselling bug, that is for sure. A couple of nights I spent having a look on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, seeing if there's any deals, and I've picked up 2 real good finds which I'll have to share with you. I've also, on the way back, it was a bit of a car trip, so I listed all of my eBay buy it now listings, the ones I took off before we went on holiday. So that's 70 listings gone back up, and I've had 4 or 5 sales from that, so I'll share that with you as well. This morning I've been busy doing more listings as well. eBay have given me a nice deal. They've said £1 maximum sellers fees for the first 100 listings, so for this weekend only, so I'm trying to make the most of that. So I'll share with you some of those as well. So on to some of the things that I found. Now, 2 lots really, and I'm really excited about them both. The first is Funko Pops, and I've sold a few of these before. They've been hit or miss. Some of them I've made a lot of money, others I've lost money, but in doing so I've learned what to look for. So for those that don't know, a Funko Pop it's a vinyl figure. You see them everywhere. They sell them all over the shop. They come in nice boxes, and there's a couple of types of collectors. The first type of collector only collects the pops themselves. They're called out-of-box collectors, or some people like to keep the box and display them. They look quite good on the shelf in the box. I've got a couple myself, but these ones are for sale. So the first one I picked up was this Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. I paid £2 for him. This come in a lot of 10 Funko Pops. I paid £20 for 10, so they all come in £2 each. This is the first one. I've listed him this morning for £5. Now the thing with Funko Pops is that you have to post them as a small package. I do it second class, so they're £3, but these boxes are really delicate. This clear plastic isn't very strong at all, so any weight and that's going to dent. And for those people that like to display them in the box, if that's got any dents or scratches in it, then it really detracts from it. So what I do is I wrap them in 2 layers of bubble wrap. I've got some special cardboard boxes which I picked up off of Amazon, and they're perfect size for them. So those are 229 152 by 152. They'll go in there nicely. They can move around a little bit, but that's okay. It means that there's no weight going on those boxes. So a couple of quid profit in that one, not too much, but he's a cool one. The next one was this Harry Potter Hermione Granger. This one is, you'll see this one everywhere, but the ones you see at the minute, they've all got a white surround here. This one's a bluish black surround, so you know that it's one of the original ones, one of the first kind of editions of these. I've put that one up for £8, so that should be £5 profit there. The third one I picked up was Harley Quinn from Batman Arkham Knight. Harley Quinn is super popular at the minute, probably because of the new Birds of Prey film which is out, but she's quite a cool character anyway. A lot of people collect her. I've put that one up for £16, so after fees that should be £14 profit there. The fourth one I picked up, I've never heard of this before. It's Orphan Black. This guy's called Felix. You can see from the picture there, he's not wearing much on the back, so I don't know, that might be up to someone's taste. But hey, like I said, I've never heard of Orphan Black, but I've got a good app and I'd recommend you download it if you get involved with Funko Pops. It's called the Pop Directory, and what that does is it gives you live pricing based off of eBay sales of all the Funko Pops ever made. This one is going for about £20, so that's what I've listed it up for. So that should be £18, £17, £18 profit, or £15. I paid £2, didn't I? So for those first four, I should be making my money back at least, and maybe have, you know, £10, £15 profit. The next few I picked up are Rey from Star Wars, Finn from Star Wars, and BB-8 from Star Wars. Now, these ones aren't worth particularly much, and yeah, they're not worth anything really. There's so many different types of these. They might have different outfits on, but basically you can pick them up in your local B&M for a £5. Because it costs £4 to post them, there's no point in kind of selling them individually. People can go down the shop, buy them brand new for a £5. So what I've done is I've bundled them together, those three, and hopefully I'll get £10 for them. The other two, I've got another two. One of them I've kept for myself. It's the 12th Doctor Who, so it's the David Tennant Doctor Who. I'm into my Doctor Who at the minute, so I'm collecting those Funko Pops. I've got the Julie Whittaker one. That's a brilliant one. I think she's a great Doctor Who. And the other one was a Poe Dameron Star Wars one. Again, not worth much. Didn't have the box either, so I've given that to my son. He loves it. It's got a cool bobblehead. He's got a nice helmet on, so he looks like a spaceman. This is the one that I'm actually really excited about. Han Solo. This one is Star Wars number 3. This is one of the first edition Han Solos. On the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, there's a serial number on there, so you know it's authentic. But importantly, the date is 2013. If I had the box for this one would go for about £100. £100 for a Funko Pop. People call these their grails. It's one that they missed out when they first come out. The good thing about Funko Pop is they only release these for a certain period of time, and then they retire them. So the second-hand market for these is incredible for people who want to get those ones that they missed. Now, I don't have the box for this one, unfortunately, and I've no idea how much he is going to go for. I've had a look at sold listings. They don't come up too often. They always come up with the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on auction. He's Star Wars number 3, so I'm going to start it at £3. I'm going to list him for a week, and let's see what he comes up with. I'm hoping that this one will make my money for the whole thing. But hey, look, I've got no idea. I'm really excited about this one. Let's see how he goes. Right, so a really successful first pick. The second one I found was off of Facebook Marketplace as well. Now, I've been doing really well with Warhammer, and I found this one. I can't believe it was still there. It come in this box, so someone's had a good go at painting that box. But this was absolutely jammed full of Warhammer sabers called Eldar. Now, it come with 60 little metal figures, a few jet bikes, a few tanks, things like that. And it had been up there for ages. They wanted 50 quid for it. I said, I'll give you 40. We settled on £45. I think part of the problem with it is Warhammer is one word, but the lady listed it as Warhammer, 2 separate words, so people must have just passed it by. But as soon as I saw it, I thought, look, I've got to get there. I think I'm on to £150 to £200 profit with this. Here is a typical example of one of the figures. This one's called the Avatar. Really well painted. God, I just think of the number of hours that must have gone into that. It was really, really nice. That one will go for £15 to £20 in itself. The box I showed you, that'll go for £15. So that's £35. And then we got some other lovely little, these ones aren't quite so big, but some other lovely little figures like this, really well painted. And and I mean the well painted ones could go £2-3 each. If I've got a full set of figures, they might go, I don't know, £10-15 for just an individual set of 3 or 4. Hey look, I haven't even looked at how much this is going to be. Is my estimate it'll be £150 profit. This is really exciting. There are some that aren't very well painted. This one's a good example. Someone just glooped a load of black onto it, and these are quite fine, delicate models, so that will actually detract from the value of that. So what I will do with these that aren't particularly well painted is I'm going to strip the paint off of them, and it's actually quite easy to do. All you do is, this is methylated spirit, you can get that from Toolstation for a couple of quid. Let them soak in that. Give them a good brush with your toothbrush. That'll get the first layer off. Keep on dipping them in, brushing it off, dipping them in, brushing them off, and they'll come back good as new. Takes a bit of time, takes a bit of effort. This works on the plastic figures, works on the metal figures, but you'll get great results with it. It sounds like a bit of a salesman there, but it will add value to those figures which are just caked with paint. So I totally recommend that. Obviously, got my marigolds as well, because it's pretty corrosive stuff. You want to protect your hands. But hey, look, the Warhammer's still doing well, and it's been a great little niche for me actually. So that was my 2 pickups. Now I'm going to show you some of the stuff that sold. The first thing that sold actually is I've got a pair of ladies' leggings. Now, as you know from my previous videos, I've been helping my dad sort out his garage, and he had bagfuls of clothes like this. He was going to take them down the charity shop. I said, look, let me give him a crack. I've never tried to sell anything like this before. These went for £10. The make is Walford. I looked them up, pretty good make. You know, they sell for a lot of money brand new. So £10 is great. I didn't pay anything for them, so all of that is profit. But you know what? I just didn't enjoy selling these. You know, it was a faff trying to find out, you know, or Googling the make just to see if they're any good or not. You know, it was a faff trying to describe them. I was struggling with the colour a bit. To me that's black, but it might be real dark navy. So actually I was talking to the person who bought these. She was asking me tons of questions, you know. Have they got zip on the front? Are they stretchy? Are they skin tight? Or, you know, for me, I don't know, you know. Some of the stuff is obvious, but are they skin tight? Depends on your size, I'm afraid. But for the amount of time it took to put these up online and sell them, I don't know if I'm going to really bother with selling, you know, women's clothes. And let's be honest, whenever I've got rid of this stock, I'm going to feel a bit uncomfortable going around the charity shops just rooting through women's clothes. I enjoy selling toys. I enjoy selling stuff that I'm interested in. Hey look, I'm excited about the Funko Pops. I'm excited about Warhammer. Clothes, women's clothes just don't excite me. And I know there's people out there that do enjoy it and make a lot of money from it, and good luck to you guys, but it's just not for me. But anyway, these sold for £10, so you know, it's all profit after fees, £8. The next thing I sold was the last Lego Dimensions figures that I have listed. These ones, I've sold a couple of these. These are the gold Ninjago figure. Comes with a minifigure, comes with a tag base, so you can play the game with that one. And this is the dragon. Now the dragon's incomplete, so I've made that clear in my listing, but these went for £10 together, and I'll post them in a large letter, and they're really quick, real easy to sell. These ones always hang about, these gold ninjas, but they go for, you know, regularly for £10. I did sell another couple of Lego Dimensions, which I've already posted this morning actually, so I'm not going to show you. These are really the tail end ones. There was a Bart Simpson one with a car that went for only £2. Hermione Granger £1.50. Those are the two to avoid really. That one and Bad Cop, he never really sells too well. Those are the only three that, you know, don't sell too well. So all in all, £10 profit for these, a couple of quid profit for those other figures. I've done really well off of Dimensions. I totally look out for them again. Hey, and you know I was telling you about that Lego tree that I put up? Well, I had one single Lego tree. It was about that big as this roll of twine. I put him up for 12 quid. Someone offered me 9 quid after a day it had been up. So I said, hey, look, you're paying 9 quid for a tree. You can have it, mate. So that went in the post this morning before he changes his mind. Great sale. Now, that's all the stuff I've sold. I've got a few watches on a few items, so hopefully I'll be able to bring you some more sales tomorrow. But this morning I've been really busy doing some listings. So I've listed some more ladies' clothing. I've also got some costume jewelry to sell as well. Again, not particularly enjoying selling that either. There's a lot of things to research. You've got to be so detailed with your description, and there's so much out there already on eBay. If you try and sell things individually, you know, there's so much competition, so I don't think it's going to sell too well. But hey, let's hope I'm proved wrong. But the item of the day actually for resale, for listing, sorry, is I had this toy car, again from my dad's garage. It is a Clover. You can't really see that, but it's got Clover imprinted in here. It's a tin car. It's absolutely battered. You know, the stickers are all peeling off. They should have bumpers on here, but they've all gone. It's meant to be a friction toy, but that doesn't work. The wheels still turn, but the friction's gone. Now, I've listed, it's from 1960s. I've listed that up for a tenner, and I've already had, that was only 2 hours ago, I've already had 2 watches and some people asked me some questions. So, mate, I have no idea how much that is worth. I thought a tenner for that, no one's going to take that. But hey, who knows? Let's see how we get on. So guys, thanks for watching my videos. Since I've been away, I've had a lot of questions on some of my other YouTube videos, which is great. You know, it's great to chat to you guys, great to answer your questions. I've had a few subscribers as well, so thanks for the subscriptions. If you like this content, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, and I'll come back later in the week with some more videos, hopefully more sales, but to let you know how this guy is getting on in the auction as well. So wish me luck. Anyway, I'm going to start stripping some paint off that Warhammer. Enjoy the rest of your St. David's Day, and I'll chat to you later in the week.